Okay, we're here for episode 7. I can't believe it's episode 7.
7 episodes already?
Yeah. Oh my god, this has gone so fast. John and I decided to go to Newport Beach here because the Brasher Doubloon just sold. It's a major event
This
in our
is the
industry.
hometown of the company that sold it, right?
The previous owners do have a company in Newport Beach. They live in the area as well.
Awesome.
And we thought, what better way to celebrate one of the highest grossing coins of all time
The Brasher Doubloon.
than to go to the place that it actually stayed for several years.
That's right. That's right.
Because
we're honored to be here.
Yeah, the firm had purchased it from Walter Perschke in an auction for about $4.3 million.
Yeah, I was gonna say just under $4.5 million, right?
Yeah.
And that was what, 2014?
I don't remember the year. I know it was a few years ago.
Okay.
Before we go any further, I've got to remind you guys, please subscribe and share this video with you, anybody that you think could benefit from watching it or would enjoy it or doesn't like us. Any of the above is fine.
Any configuration of hate, love, or friendship is fine.
Yeah, or even apathy. Like even if they just don't care,
They feel sorry for us.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, any of the above. So John and I thought we should come to Newport Beach. We should do the show from here. It would only be appropriate. And we're at the beautiful Fashion Island. I mean, God, it's
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it just, this place is so iconic. It almost looks like the 60s and the 2000s had a baby.
Right.
And this is the baby, but also the parents are here.
So, yeah, you were telling me that they built the Macy's building in the 60s?
That's what it looks like.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I saw Don Draper.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I did. I saw him. So, so the Brasher did recently sell. It has now sold for over $5 million, an undisclosed amount. It's in private hands now, and whoever does now own that coin, they have one of, 7 or 8 pieces that are known,
Correct.
and are credited as being, probably, and it's the finest known piece.
Correct.
Of all the issues that are available, it's the finest known.
Correct. I mean, an MS-65 from 1787, how does that even happen?
I don't know. It must have been collected from the time it was made.
The interesting thing is, Ephraim Brasher is not a household name, but someone he lived next to was a household name. In fact, the founding father of the United
States,
States,
Mr. George Washington.
Yeah. They apparently they were not neighbors, right?
No,
it wasn't as if they were in condos adjoining walls.
Right. I guess Ephraim worked on Cherry Street in New York in the 1780s, and Washington and Martha had an apartment, a condo, basically. On Cherry Street,
on top of a business, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
In that same neighborhood, right?
And so, what's the context here? Were they actually next to each other? Do you know?
I really don't know the distance or the relationship of the abodes, but yeah, I mean, they evidently at some point in time, Ephraim was commissioned to create this very first gold coin in United States history.
So when you say commissioned, that's a very specific word. He didn't just dream it up and go, okay, I'm going to make this.
Right.
Who is he commissioned by?
My understanding is that it was George Washington or, somebody within his cabinet, that had approached Ephraim to kind of design and create, our very first gold coin.
No kidding. Yeah. Okay, so what we have is the first gold coin ever struck in America.
It's like, I wish we had like an actual expert, like somebody who, maybe has been doing this for 16 or 17 years, and somebody who's maybe even, held the doubloons or something like that. If only, but that's side up.
I don't know, John. Yeah. I don't know if we can find a person like that around here, okay?
I know, it's a stretch.
I mean, if we were to find a real estate expert, a stock expert, I mean,
a rare coin expert at Fashion Island?
I don't know. I mean, there's a couple right here, and when I say expert, I use the term
loosely, right?
Very.
Yeah.
Who knows? Why don't we just cruise around and see what's going on?
I just had this feeling that we'll find our answers.
Yeah, so let's just cruise around and see what happens.
Let's go for a walk.
Come with us. Let's go. Go cruise around. See what's happening over here. Okay. Hurry up. Come on.
All right, so let's see what we can find here, Ryan.
You know what? Let's go this way.
Okay.
I think we should go this way. Whoa, Backbeat Tavern.
Oh,
John,
you're right.
Dude, you want to have a beer?
Yeah, totally. Let's go have a beer, man.
Okay.
All right,
awesome.
cool.
Let's do it.
All right. Wait a second.
Oh my God, it's Neil Sharkey. Dude, we got to say what's up to this guy. Hang on one sec.
Hey, dude, what's going on, man?
Oh, you
How are you, man?
kidding me.
It's good to see you.
Oh, man.
What's new?
Can't
What are
believe
you guys doing down here?
You know,
We were just filming a show. Thought we'd grab a beer in the middle of it.
Yeah, all right.
What's up, Neil?
How are you, man? It's
Doing
to see you.
good, doing
to
good,
see
doing
you.
good. What's up,
Good
bro?
to see you,
Good to see you too. Good to see you
Good
too.
times.
So Ryan and I were just talking about the Brasher Doubloon.
Dude, you gotta love it.
Yeah, man.
And
Over $5 million sale?
you know a thing or two about the doubloon, right?
Yeah, last time I checked.
So,
when was the last time that United States coin sold for over $5 million?
The one I can think of is the $1794 that sold for $10 million.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything else?
Yeah, I can think back to 2003 when the 1933 $20 gold piece sold for 7.6.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Right.
So-
I mean,
Now, but Neil,
Other than some private treaty transactions that have happened behind closed doors, you know,
Right.
the other Brasher Doubloon in AU50 sold for 7.5,
Right.
according to experts. But I mean,
Experts.
come on, that's an AU example of the first one struck, and it was in AU quality.
Right.
This is the Mint State 63 finest known. Somebody bought it for less than $6 million.
that's a rip.
Are you kidding me?
The guy stole it.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love the process by which the company brokered it. Love the way they did it.
Yeah.
Love the non-disclosure agreements between all parties,
I
and
know.
the fact that the new owner is private, because that's what people love about owning rare coins. Is privacy.
Were we signing a sports contract or were we selling a coin?
how do you think it'll impact the rest of the market?
When big things happen in the rare coin market, money follows it. So smart money always leads the way. You always watch major transactions, big deals, treasure negotiations, massive movement of money in the business at the high end, and then everything, the trickle-down effect is incredible in numismatics.
They're
It
very
really is great.
sympathetic. That's right.
Correct.
I mean, if you remember the old days, 03, 04, 05.
The good old days.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
the Wild West.
When we started talking about $1 million coins.
And we had
regular
treasure
terms,
coming out of our ears.
Oh.
Yeah,
flowing
like crazy.
everywhere.
Yeah, no, no.
buried.
How much did you want? Yeah. No. You and I used to laugh about a coin ever selling for $1 million.
Yes.
And now we've seen
it used to-
dozens and dozens and dozens of them.
Sometimes in a year.
Yeah.
Mul-
Oh, for sure.
Dozens of coins.
Yeah, I
sold
think
for
the
$1 million.
most multi-million dollar coins to sell in 1 year was 11.
Yeah.
And we used to laugh about whether or not a coin would ever sell for that much.
Right.
I mean, and all you guys that have been around a long time know that that's exactly true.
And we talked a few nights ago about the significance of the Brasher and its design impact on the rest of United States coinage. So talk a little bit about that.
Bro, I mean, come on. You're talking about a design and an icon that has flowed into every single design of United States coins. I don't care if they're pennies, half dollars, colonials, gold, silver, bronze, doesn't matter what they're made out of. The design of the Brasher Doubloon has flowed into every other design of United States coinage from 1787 until now. The motif of the eagle, the heraldic shield, the e pluribus una, well, unum e pluribus, pardon me.
How many coins did the heraldic shield influence? I mean, think
all of
about
them.
Morgendoller's coronet head shields. I mean,
Shield niggles.
Yeah,
The 1864 2-cent piece.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, the list goes on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Probably the most influential coin of all time.
Probably. Brasher
To later designs.
Brasher will go down in history as the guy that had more influence over United States coins than anybody else. Maybe you can put Longacre in the conversation, and Christian Gobrecht.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
That's
There's
what I was thinking.
Those two guys,
Yeah.
and then but Brasher's above them all because
Yes,
he did it
he was
first.
first.
He was the pioneer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the colonial pioneer of all of it.
Right. And
Introduce us to the client you brought into the coin business.
You know, it's an interesting market because it brings so many different people in. And I happened to meet a person that was in my life very influential. Came into the market unassumingly and bought quite a few pieces from Central America because he loves old gold that's been buried. Something with
doesn't?
a lot of
Yeah.
intrinsic
No
value.
kidding, right?
And when the elevator doors open and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar walks in, it was a moment of my life I'll remember forever. Because you know what, I've always followed Bruce Lee's cycle, and the fact that he was a student of Bruce Lee brought me into his good grace. Because I
Yeah.
didn't go after the fact that he was a basketball star, or that he's a famous person, or that he has
Right.
a crazy collection of coins.
No,
and
you
wealth
instantly
history.
had something in
I
common.
asked him what it was to know Bruce Lee off of camera. So instantly,
But Nate, I mean, you're a
it
black belt.
connected.
You're a student. You have discipline.
So the way meets the way.
Right.
And
Yeah.
the fact that I was in the way of coins and he was in the way of knowing that coins are something that you need to have in your life, that was the way meeting the way. So
Brilliantly
it couldn't
said.
be any
Couldn't have been any better than that.
And since then,
Yeah.
the sky's the limit.
So
No,
his
sky hook is the limit.
Touche. You win.
You win.
see where I went with that
So
one?
what's happened is Mr. Jabbar has gone on to be one of the biggest collectors of our time, and Nate brought him
California
into the
Gold
market.
Rush, Civil War.
He's
loves
done it all.
He loves
He's
it all.
done it
And
all.
you know
Loves
what?
it all.
The thing is that this man is not driven after gold and influential financial
Or profit.
It's the history of America
It's the
that he's
significance.
owning, and the significance behind the stamping and the date and
The
the
pride of
coinage
ownership.
of these coins.
Yep. Yep.
Awesome,
It's
Nate.
It really is
And,
amazing.
and Nate was the man that introduced him to
And you know
coins.
what?
In 2003.
To coin a phrase, the Kareem rises to the top.
Oh! It's true, my friend. It's
Right?
true.
All right, thanks,
It was
Nate.
great to meet you guys.
Thanks,
again.
Nate.
Hey,
Yeah.
good times, man. Good times.
Good times. All right, bro.
Thank
Good to
you.
see you.
Neil.
Always.
Dude, that was so cool running into Neil.
Dude, how awesome
Can you
is
believe that? Yeah.
How long have you guys known each other?
It's been 15 years.
And
I mean,
we
it's-
needed an expert. Boom, we got an
he
expert.
was there. I know. What are the odds, right?
What better, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
That was awesome.
Okay, so we're glad you guys joined us. Thanks for being here. We figured we had to show you guys something spectacular at the end. So there's the waterfall. I don't know what's cooler than that to have behind you.
Kind of neat.
Yeah,
I like it.
And unless we were in like Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom,
And the ball was, like, rolling,
rolling,
yeah.
and we were like, "Ah!" So thanks for joining us and being with us. It's been great.
Share, like, subscribe.
Yeah, hit us up on social, Facebook, follow us on Medium.
Dude, what's
No
going
way.
on? You gotta be
Oh
kidding
my
me.
God.
What are you doing down here?
Bring it in.
How are you, brother?
Bring it in.
Come on. What's new? You remember Nate, right?
This, that, and the other.
So good to see you,
Uh,
Brian.
I don't remember names.
There went that beer.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. There's probably more where that came from.
I
right?
guarantee it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's just a pair of sunglasses.
Should we do that
right?
again?
Who